What's going on, guys? This is Ferox, or Joey, and today I'm bringing you my 100,000 subscriber Q&A. Now this is insane, totally insane. Like, I would have never thought I would have gotten to this point ever in a million years. I remember the day I got 1,000 subscribers and I was extremely happy, you know. But I was never expected this, never in a million years. I know I'm gonna repeat myself, but I'll get to all the lovey-dovey speech at the end of this video. You know, I'll talk about how much I love you guys, you know, the usual stuff at the end of the video, because we have some questions that need answering. So, first question comes from Ali, and he asks, what was your reaction of your Why I Was Kicked from FaZe video that now has over 1.5 million views? Just looking at those views, it's insane. Like, and I know I said insane about 50 times already in this video, but like, I don't think I'll ever get used to how many views that video has. I don't think I'll ever get used to how much people love my videos, you know? Like, I never would have thought that. It's so heartwarming to see that on my channel, you know, to see people comment about how much they love my videos, how like my Ferox Talks videos have like changed their lives, you know, like help them get through rough times and stuff. It just means so much to me, and I can't even really put it into words how much it means to me, you know. Like I can't explain it as well as I could, because that's how awesome it feels, you know. Just it feels so great to have that much support and to have that many people just watching my videos all the time, you know. So I hope that answered your question. Next question comes from AKA Spore, and he wants to know, when are you gonna upload regularly? Now I'm gonna use this video to like kick off my regular uploading schedule. As of like this week, as of like these next few weeks though, I probably won't be able to upload 3 times a week, maybe 1 to 2 until I start university. Because when I start university, I'll have a lot more time on my hands compared to now in the summer, and I'll explain why I haven't been uploading this summer in another video, but I just have been really busy. But I'm gonna start getting back into the grind. So yeah, next question comes from Corruptoid, and he asks, should I stay freelance or work for a company as a designer? Now this is all personal preference, because freelance and working for a company, they both have the pros and cons. But personally, I like freelance right now because freelance lets you stay creative. You get to do what you want to do. You work at your own. You work like at your own pace. You know, you don't have to always be like working constantly every day, and that just works with my schedule right now. But working for a company is great too, because you get a steady cash flow. You know, you get a paycheck regularly. You know, a guaranteed paycheck. You get health benefits, and you're working on a team, you know. And of course with freelance you can work with with your friends, and you can work on a team sometimes depending on what you're doing. But I guess it's all personal preference, you know. You can do both. You can work for a company and then in your free time, you know, do some freelance when you want, and that would be great. You know, you get the best of both worlds. I think that's something I would like to do in the future. Who knows, you know, it's too early to tell. But next question comes from Zach Daigle, a good friend of mine, a good designer friend of mine, and he asks, when you're graduated, as of right now, what do you think you'll be doing? Industry, location, studio, or for a company? I couldn't really answer that question at least 100%, because I still have 3 years left at university, and I'm not sure what I would like to do or who I would like to work for, you know. Industry wise, clothing company would be cool. Even like working for a video game company, that would be cool too, making designing video games, or you know, or even in the music industry. I'm not sure. There's just so many cool routes I could take, you know. I'm not sure, but And as for location, hopefully somewhere warm, somewhere where I don't have winter, like 4 or 6 months of winter like we do here in Canada. But yeah, so I hope I kind of answered your question. Next one comes from Tuned, and he asks, what sort of design are you not comfortable with yet, but would like to be in the future? I would have to say UI design or interface design. That stuff just really interests me, designing apps or designing like a video game heads-up display or something like that. Just things like that. They've always interested me. I've always liked that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'd love to get into that kind of design. Next question comes from Venoms, and he asks, Italian food or Chinese food? Now I'm going to say Italian food because I'm Italian. I know, biased opinion here, but I like Chinese food too. But I would never, let's just put it this way, I would never get Italian food at a restaurant or or if I would never go out to eat Italian food, because I prefer a home cooked Italian meal rather than from a restaurant, because it's just not the same. It's not as good. It doesn't have, it's probably not even made by an Italian person at a restaurant. Chinese food I love, though. I love it for takeout. I love it for something quick. It's great. I like both, but I love Italian food way more. So yeah. Next question comes from Sov Designs, and he asks, how long have you been designing? How long have you been doing graphics for? So I started in like late 2010. So I want to say 5 years, coming up on 5 years, I think. Yeah, actually, yeah, 5 years, probably like on the dot, because I started in August of 2010, around there. So yeah, it's been quite a long time, and I've been in this community ever since. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm a seasoned veteran of this community. But yeah, next question comes from my good friend Horizon of Fios, and he asks, if you had the opportunity to live in Cali, would you do it? Now, I just want to ask you something, Fios. Is that even a question? Come on, man. It's always warm there. There's palm trees, there's beaches, there's hot women, like, who wouldn't want to live there, And I love to get a job down there and just spend the rest of my life there. It's beautiful down there. But yeah, that's somewhere I'd like to live, somewhere warm, somewhere where I can just wear shorts and a t-shirt all day. But yeah, next question comes from Rated, a great designer and a good friend of mine as well. And he asks, what's your take on the differences in design outside of COD versus inside the COD community? Now, design outside of COD is not just like more professional, but people will respect designers a lot more outside of this community than they will in this community, because outside of the community there's people who there are people who want to make money, people who are serious about what they're doing, and people who want to invest in something that will benefit their company. In this COD community, people don't look at design that way. They just look at it as something that will make them look cool or make them stand out. No, like in the business world, people see it as a valuable investment, something that will benefit their company and set them apart from other people. That's what they see design as. That's what you need to be successful in the business world. In the COD community, you don't necessarily need good design. And that's why it's so, well, it's not that you don't need it, it's just people don't have that need, I guess you could say. They don't think it's something that they need. They think it's something they think of it as something that's easy to do, something that's not even worth that much money, when it really is. You put a lot of work in branding someone's business or someone's company or some individual. You spend a lot of time at it doing that. You can spend a lot of hours, and people in this community just don't realize that. They just don't see it. I think it's just because there's a lot of young people in this community, and they just don't see design as something valuable, as something that they just don't respect it. They just don't. It's hard to explain, dude, because I don't know, I just can't find the words, but I hope you guys know what I'm saying here. But yeah, that concludes all the questions we have for today. I had a lot of great questions on Twitter that you guys asked me. It took me a while to pick out the ones I liked. But yeah, guys, if I miss your question, don't worry. I'll be doing another Q&A at my next subscriber milestone, which is I don't know when. But yeah, guys, now is the time where I'm going to thank you guys and say how much I love you guys, which I do. I really do love you guys. You know, we made it to 100,000 subscribers. I just didn't do this myself. I wouldn't be here without you guys. You know, I wouldn't be here without all you people that support me from all around the world. You know, it's insane. Like, it's just so crazy that you guys support me like this. You know, I don't know what to say. It's just great. You know, 100,000. You know, here's to 100,000 more. You know, and 100,000 more after that. My plan is just to keep doing YouTube as long as I can, you know, because I don't want to let you guys down. I just don't want to stop uploading and just let my channel die out, you know, like some people do. But yeah, so I just want to make this video to thank you guys. You know, regular uploads coming soon, big things coming soon for me and my channel, and design wise as well. You know, I'm gonna be doing design videos. Gaming videos. I'm still gonna be playing a lot of video games because, you know, I always play video games. It's what brought me to this community. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.